Hello and welcome to today's class of fascial maneuvers. Today we're going through the basic maneuvers, basic fascial maneuvers. Then we care a lot for our arm, for the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder. And in the end, we care for our organs. So it's going to be an exciting class, a long class. Take your time. And let's get started with palate swipe. Cross your right leg over your left leg. Put your right hand beneath the left shoulder, left hand on the right shoulder. Now get your thumb out and we will swipe on our palate from the left to the right 6 times, breathing in and out through our nose. Now let's get started and activate the spinal pelvic lock and swipe from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Put your hand back beneath the left shoulder, and now let's get started with totally twisted. Still engage your spinal pelvic lock, pull in your belly button, turn your head to the left, and turn your body to the right. Now search with your tongue a tight spot in your cheek, press against it with your tongue, and then breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we continue with the staged breath. We breathe in through the mouth and out through the mouth. Breathe in, hold it, and now turn further with your body to the right and exhale. Breathe in through the mouth. More. Hold it, turn further to your right with your body and exhale. Breathe in. More. Hold it and turn further to the right and exhale. Relax the shoulders, still engage your spinal pelvic lock, and breathe in through the mouth. Staged breath. More. Hold it. Turn further with your upper body to the right. Exhale. And breathe in. More. Hold it. Turn further to the right. Exhale. Once more. Breathe in. More. Turn further to the right. Exhale. Now come to the middle. Turn your head to the right and your body to the left. Still engage your spinal pelvic lock. Keep the belly button sucked to your spine. Now find a tight spot in your right cheek with your tongue. Breathe in through the mouth and out through the mouth. Sorry, breathe in through the nose and out through the nose 6 times. Now we continue with the staged breath. Breathe in through the mouth, more, more. Hold it and turn further to the left and exhale. Breathe in, more, more. Hold it, turn further to the left and exhale. Breathe in, more, more. Hold it, turn further to the left. Remember to relax your shoulders and exhale. Breathe in, more, more. Hold it, turn further and exhale. Breathe in, more, more. Hold it, turn further and exhale. One last time. Breathe in, more, more. Hold it, turn further and exhale. Come to the center, unwind, and start moving. As you remember, moving in between the fascial maneuvers is essential as we unblock and unlock old patterns. And to integrate, it's very beneficial to walk, if you can, if you have the space, walk in a figure 8 and change directions so you get every angle, which is sometimes hard. And notice the changes in your body. Sometimes with this first maneuver of totally twisted, we realize that the pressure is changing behind the knees, which I can feel very clearly at the moment. I have completely different pressure patterns behind my knees now. So we will just hop into the other side that can balance out. Now, take your left foot, cross it over your right. Take your left hand, put it under your right shoulder, and place your right hand onto your left shoulder. Engage your spinal pelvic, give yourself a nice hug. Engage your spinal pelvic lock. And now turn your head to the right and your body to the left. Find a tight spot in the right cheek. Press firmly against it with your tongue and take 6 breaths through the nose, in and out. Okay, let's get started. Now we continue with the staged breath in through the mouth, out through the mouth. More, more. Hold it and turn further with your body to the left. Exhale. Breathe in. More, more. Hold it, turn further. Exhale. Breathe in, more, more. Turn further, exhale. Remember to relax your shoulders. Keep the spinal pelvic lock engaged and breathe in. More. More. Turn further. Exhale. Breathe in. More. More. Hold it. Turn further. Exhale. And one last time. Breathe in. More. More. Hold it. Turn further. Exhale. Now turn to the middle with your head and the torso. Now the head goes to the left side. Look to the left. Body goes to the right side. Find a tight spot in your left cheek with your tongue. Press firmly against it and breathe 6 times through the nose. Now we continue with the staged breath through the mouth. Inhale. More. More. Hold it and turn further. Exhale. Inhale. More. More. Hold it. Turn further. Exhale. Inhale. More. More. Hold it. Turn further. Exhale. Remember to relax the shoulders. Inhale. More. Hold it. Turn further. Exhale. And inhale again. More. More. Hold it. Turn further. And exhale. One last time. Breathe in. Hold it. Hold it. Turn further. And exhale. Unwind slowly. Fascia loves to move slowly. Unwind completely and walk. When doing this on your own, walk a lot. Walk for minutes. It's very nice to offer the body a new pattern and then offer the integration part by walking, for example. If you don't have the space to walk, you can also sway show from side to side. Just make sure there's some movement in between. Now we continue with anti-gravity. You interlock your fingers. If you're able to, it's nice to also interlock the thumbs. And then we pull up the fascia in our neck. It's an upward movement like this. It's not a stretch like that. It's an upward movement like pulling up the fascia to the sky. Okay. Interlock your fingers, go behind your neck, and pull up that fascia towards the sky. Activate your spinal pelvic lock. Tuck your belly button to your spine, and we start by looking up to the sky, keeping the fascia pulled upwards. Elbows point to the sky, the face is going to the sky, and we take 3 breaths through the nose and 3 breaths through the mouth. Let's start. Now through the mouth. Wonderful. Now tuck in your elbows. Tuck in the head. The chin goes to the chest. We take a deep breath while we are in the center, and then we open to the right or the left. We start to the right. Now we take the breath through the mouth. Open to the right like a swimmer. Come back to center. Exhale. Inhale. Open to the left like a swimmer. Come back to center. Exhale. Inhale. Open to the right. Come back to center. Exhale. Inhale. Open to the left. Don't forget to keep the spinal pelvic lock activated. Come back to center. Exhale. Inhale. Open to the right. Come back to center. Exhale. And to the left. Open to the right. To the left, sorry. Come back to center. Exhale. Now we stick our bum out, look to the front, and squat. Now we are rotating the complete torso, not just the upper part of the body. Still engage your spinal pelvic lock, and remember to pull up the fascia behind your head. If you get, if the grip loosens, no problem, just regrip and pull up. So, same breathing. Take a deep breath, breathe in, open completely to your right, come back to center, exhale, inhale, open to the left, come back to center, exhale, breathe in, right, center, exhale, breathe in, left, come back to center, exhale, breathe in, open to the right, come back to center, and breathe in, open to the left, come back to center. Now we are going to squat. Tuck in the elbows, tuck in the chin, and go as deep as you can, or even further. If you are not that flexible, you can also open a bit to a more wider stand. Now, down here, still keep your spinal pelvic lock activated. Take 3 breaths through the nose. Now 3 breaths through the mouth. And now that we are going up, the bump goes first. Get up that bump in the height. And relax into this position. Maybe you want to even swing a little bit from side to side slowly. And then move your body vertebra by vertebra. Growing taller. Come back up again. Completely raise the face towards the sky, elbows to the sky. Enjoy the tallness, the height. And then open up slowly as usual and move around. Many people, me included, get a little bit lightheaded. We're moving a lot of pressure around in the different zones. We have 3 zones in the body. We have the zone of the head, the zone of the torso, and the zone of the legs. And we are moving the pressure around, especially in anti-gravity. Just a little walk for me as well, to integrate all the freedom I can feel now. For me, I love anti-gravity and many of the fascial maneuvers a lot for my lower torso, for my lower back, as I've many issues there, or had many severe issues there. It's getting better and better. Yeah, and I can feel it. It's opening up. This is nice. Check in with yourself. Can you feel changes? Can you feel different pressure in your body? We continue with another basic maneuver. It's called swinger. For swinger, we start with a so-called athletic stand. Show you from the side. It means you stick out your bum, let hang the arms until you can reach the kneecaps. Now this is the athletic stand from which we start our maneuver called swinger. And I'll lead you through swinger. So, hip wide stand, stick out your bum, and let your arms hang there until you can reach the kneecaps. Then you are in a perfect position. Now, take your left hand and place it on your right shoulder. And take a good grip with your right hand on the left arm, on the upper arm, pulling into the direction of the elbow forward. And keep that pull steadily while we do the movement now. Engage your spinal pelvic lock, pull your belly button to the spine, and pull into this direction, like you want to pull your whole arm around your body. Look to the left and take 6 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back up again. Little sway show. This one costs me a lot. Some people go through the swinger easily. They just love it. For me, it's really hard. It's really tough work. So let's continue the tough work on our other side of the body. Same procedure. Go into the athletic position. Place your right hand onto your left shoulder. And with your left hand, you grab your right upper arm and you're pulling on the arm and you pull it around your torso, head to the right, and 6 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. Come back up again. Woohoo. Swing, move, walk. Enjoy wherever you feel it. You might feel it in your shoulders, in your chest, in your upper back, in your neck, many places. Now let's do, we had the pullover. Our next maneuver is called pull over. As we pull over the rear part of our shoulder, it's like grabbing here and pulling it over. With the other hand, we are pulling on our rib cage into this direction. So from behind, you are pulling like this, and you can see that between my fingers is the stretch of the fascia. And we keep this pulling with both hands during the complete maneuver. So pay attention that you keep pulling throughout the whole maneuver we are doing. Me personally, I love to grab my bare skin with that maneuver. So I go into my shirt with my right hand, place it behind the left shoulder onto my, there's kind of a ridge, you can feel it, onto that ridge, and I'm pulling at that ridge forward, like this. I love to do it like this. I have a good grip on my bare skin. You can also grab on the shirt if you prefer grabbing on the shirt. Now, you take the left hand and place it on your right rib cage and pull forward. Now you've got the basic setup. Now engage your spinal pelvic lock. You have the pulling, you have the spinal pelvic lock, and now you lift up your left shoulder a little bit. Turn your head towards your shoulder and raise your shoulder as far as you can. Shoulder goes up, up, high, high, high. Enjoy for the moment. Now bend your knees. Start bending your knees. And now your shoulder can go up even higher, just as high. And keep the pulling, keep the pulling. Engage the spinal pelvic lock. And now we are going into the maneuver, and then we start breathing. Imagine you are now pulling your left shoulder towards your right knee. And now take the deep breaths. Come back up again. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Unwind. Give it a little movement. Whew. I love this. I love pullover. Let's do it to the other side. I take my left hand, place it on my bare skin, right behind my right shoulder, feeling that ridge. I can really grab that ridge and pull forward into this direction. I take my right hand and I'm pulling on my left rib cage, also forward, so I can feel that nice stretch on across my back. Engage the spinal pelvic lock. And now pull up your right shoulder. Higher and higher. Turn your head to the right. Pull. Now bend your knees slightly. Go deeper. And now you can even pull up the shoulder higher. Higher. And now we are going into the maneuver. We are going to pull or to turn the right shoulder towards the left knee. And then we are breathing. Keep the spinal pelvic lock. Wonderful. And now breathe. And come back up again. You probably noticed, unwind slowly. You probably noticed that we always breathe 3 or 6 times, mainly 6 times. You can also, if you enjoy a position, you can also breathe 12 times. Body loves to go into 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on. You can play around with that. To do the maneuvers like we do them is a suggestion. So you may adapt them and for example, if you love a maneuver and you want to keep a position way longer, go for it. The longer you can keep a position, the more the body can relax into the new position and rearrange itself to the new offer. Okay, we continue. We have now the pretzel squat. Pretzel squat is very helpful for your hamstrings, for your hips. You will notice the benefits for this area when we do the pretzel squat. The pretzel squat goes like this. Left foot facing to the front, forward. Right foot steps into the left foot like a T. And now we step out around for 1 meter. Then you've got the perfect position to start the pretzel squat. Engage your spinal pelvic lock and take your left hand, reach out as far as you can. Imagine you want to shake somebody's hand over there. Place your right hand onto your right butt cheek. And now you are trying to look over your shoulder to the ground. And you are trying to look way more to the ground. Stick out your bum, then you are on a good journey. Very good. Now you place your left hand onto your right shoulder and the right hand goes onto your back, palm facing outwards. Now your head turns even further to the back. And now we squat. Squat as deep as you can and start breathing deeply and still keep your spinal pelvic lock engaged. After 6 breaths, change arms. Place the right arm onto your left shoulder and the left arm goes onto your back, palm facing outward. Head is turning to the front, looking forward. 6 breaths. And come up again. Woo-ha! Now this maneuver is activating your body like if you are going on a bike tour. It's really pumping the blood through your body. The everything has to work. The organs have to work. It's a very sportive maneuver. Whew, as you will feel. All right, so let's do the other side. Now, the right foot is facing forward. The left foot goes in like a T shape. Then you're stepping out your left foot like 1 meter. Reach out with your right hand like if you want to say hello to somebody right over there. Place your left hand on your left butt cheek. And now pretend you want to look across your right shoulder to the ground. Bend over. Bend, you want to look to the ground. Stick out your bum. Now place your right hand onto your left shoulder. Left hand facing palm outwards goes onto your back. Turning the head backwards, looking backwards. And now squat and then we breathe. Squat deep and breathe 6 times. Wonderful. Change sides. Right hand goes to your back. Left hand goes onto your right shoulder. Move your head looking to the front now. Breathe 6 times. And slowly come back up again. Woo-ha. This one makes me lightheaded. I have to walk a little bit to integrate what was offered, as in the terms of new freedom was offered. Sticky areas can get looser, more. The pressure is diverted more equally. Yep. Feel like moving a little bit. All right. Now, these were the basic maneuvers, basic fascia maneuvers. Now we care for our arms. And we will start with a maneuver called twisty wristy. This maneuver could hurt, mostly hurts, because we are just moving our hands so much, everything is stuck and sticky, and and the pressure moving will help to loosen this up. And it feels strange, or as I said, it can hurt a little bit. It can hurt during execution and it can hurt afterwards. So don't be afraid if you have this little pain afterwards. This is completely normal and just shows that it was very appreciated by your body that you offer this kind of release. Okay, so now we start with the left hand or the left arm. Stick out your left arm, palm facing outwards. Then you take the fingers of the left arm with the right hand and pull them towards your body. The elbow is straight, shoulders relaxed. Elbow is straight. For some people, even this is painful. But it's important to have really a tight grip here. Bend the fingers. Do not let go. It's not just an easy handshake. It's really bend the fingers and give it a tight lock. This is what we need. We need to lock the fascia. It's one of the principles. And now to get into the final position of this maneuver, raise your arm. I'm getting up to this height. Some people might even get really way up higher. Some people won't even get this high up. No problem. And then bend your left elbow. Bring the whole system, the whole arm down, the elbow bending until the elbow comes very close to your rib cage. And the left hand is going close to your shoulder. Now, turn the left hand outwards and still always keep the pressure at the fingers, on the fingers. Slowly, slowly. Now your head turns to the right and your body turns to the left. And now we squat. And breathe deeply. And slowly come back up again. Get out of the maneuver and let go. This could be the moment that it might hurt for sometimes. Take some steps and observe if already something changed in your arm or maybe in even different places of your body. I can feel that my left arm now feels a lot more juicy, more vivid, more alive already, but we will continue with the wrist. We do our next maneuver for the left side, it's the wrist release. Imagine you were holding a little mirror and you were watching yourself in the mirror. Then you have got the right hand position to start with. Now with the left hand. Now take your right hand and turn the fascia to the outside. Like this. Turn the fascia around to the outside. You can either grip this way. Other people prefer to grip, to take the grip that way. Depends on you. I love to grip it that way. Grab it that way. Now you are going to turn your left hand inwards. So you have a really strong torsion in the wrist, and keep your right hand really strong and tight on the wrist. And now you are doing kind of a movement as if you would want to put on a glove, like if you want to stick your left hand into a glove and the right hand is pulling towards the shoulder. And now that you got all this engaged, you start moving your fingers, for example, like I do. You can do these kind of mudras, or moving the hand from side to side or upside down, up, down. You can also, if you want to support this this pull-through movement, you can also bend and place your right elbow onto your right knee, and this supports the movement of your right arm upwards and the sticking through movement of the left hand. Now when you breathe, observe if you can feel that the breath is going into your arm, into your shoulder, into your elbow. Now come back up again. Let go of the grip. Take a few steps and observe the difference. Observe the difference between your arms, your elbows, your wrists, of course, shoulders, neck, upper spine. My arm, for example, feels completely pumped up. Feels like a balloon. All right, let's go to the next joint, which is the elbow. We are doing two maneuvers for the elbow. We start with the elbow torque, and it works that way. You place your hand on your shoulder, on your neck. Then you left. We always stay with the left. Then you take your right hand and grab the elbow, like really tight, and twist outwards. It's very important that you keep this locking of the fascia and the rotational element. If you feel like during the maneuver you're losing the grip, no problem, just come back, grab it firmly and twist it outward. Engage your spinal pelvic lock. And now always maintain the torque. Breathe deeply and look what position moves or what position feels good for you. Like rotate the head away and start moving. Take deep breaths. Maybe you even want to squat. For me today, very beneficial is a torque of my upper body. I can feel this. Play around with what feels good for you, what your body is needing today. Open up. Give it a move. Walk as usual. I'm just not walking in these videos. It's not too interesting seeing or observing me walking. But if you can walk in between these maneuvers for 30 seconds, 1 minute, this is super beneficial. You will add to the maneuvers by just doing nothing, by just walking. It's not just walking. You are really giving the body the chance to adapt. So, but I will continue with the upper head elbow torque. The basic principle is the same. Pin and lock the fascia at the elbow, torque it outside. But this time we go over our head. Now place your hand in your trap, again, the left hand in your trap. Take your right hand, grab the elbow firmly and turn it outwards. Now lift up the whole system, I would call it, above your head. Until you are above your head, engage your spinal pelvic lock. Now you may want to lean to your right, and you can feel this very nice stretch on your left side of the rib cage, maybe down to your hips. And now breathe. To do an advanced version of this maneuver, to add even more, you can also cross your left leg behind the right. Now you're like arching, you're like an arch. And now the tension line is coming a little bit more to the front. Play around also with your leg positions during this maneuver. Coming back to the middle, getting down. Now we worked our way up from the wrist over the elbow. Now we are doing one last maneuver for the arm on the left hand side. We are grabbing the inside of our arm, of our upper arm. We stay with the left side. Take your right hand, grab beneath your left arm and try to pull outwards the whole muscle, tissue, everything which is here to the outside. Grab as close to the armpit as you can. And imagine you're pulling the soft tissue around the bone. And to help this, you are now turning your hand inwards. Like imagine you are rotating the bone inward and the tissue outward. Now your left shoulder wants to rise. You want to raise your left shoulder, and at the same time your right hand is pulling down at the arm. And like this we are reaching deep layer fascia, upper layer fascia, engage of course your spinal pelvic lock. And by holding this, pulling the shoulder up, pulling the masses of your the tissues of your arm down, you start to move. Find different angles with the arm. Find different angles with the whole body, with the torso. Maybe you want to twist Maybe you want to hinge. Hinging, I like hinging a lot because I can more easily do the pulling up my shoulder and pulling down the tissue of the arm. From the side, it would look like this. You can like have a little competition, like bum goes backwards, shoulder goes to the front. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention you should breathe. And come back up again. Woo! It's getting hot. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Now I feel like my left side of my upper body is just like spreading a wing. Like I'm feeling like if I have such a huge eagle's wing, and here I'm a little sparrow still. But of course we are now doing the right hand side. Yeah. Also this complete part of my body opened up. Here it's still tight, so I'm happy to do the right side now. All right, let's do the right side. We start with a twisty wristy again. That was the one maneuver that could hurt. And just appreciate the pain. Welcome the painful feelings, because it's a sign that something will change and it's getting better. So stick out your right arm and the hand. Grab the fingers with your left hand and pull them towards you. Elbow is straight. If you can, keep the strong pull and raise the arm, raise the system. And then bend the elbow and bring it close to your body. Stuck it underneath your rib cage, very close. The wrist is now also on the level of the right shoulder. Now turn the hand out. Engage your spinal pelvic lock. Look to the left. Turn your body to the right. Now squat and turn and breathe 6 times. Come back up again. And come back to center, release slowly. And enjoy the pain. Right hand side is way more painful to me than the left side, as I'm right-handed. And of course I'm using my right hand side more than my left. Maybe you experience the same. Whew. Okay, but this is a good sign. I did contribute to the well-being of my body, and this pain is already going away. Okay. Now we are doing the wrist release. Imagine you are holding a little mirror, looking into your mirror with your right hand. Grab the wrist with your left hand and turn the fascia out. As last time, you can either grip this like this and turn it out like this, or you can also grip like that and turn it out like that. I prefer grabbing it this way and turn the fascia out, tight grip, and turning your hand against it inside, to the inside, like palm facing down now. Now you've got this tinglish feeling, and when you have it, you're doing it right. Now, imagine you're pulling on a glove on your right hand, and you're pulling up with your left hand on the same time. Pull into the glove, and right hand pulls towards the shoulder. To enhance this, you are going to squat, and you can go even better into that into that pulling towards the ground with the right hand side. And now start moving your hand, like from side to side, up and down. Maybe you want to do this kind of mudras with the fingers. And breathe, of course, breathe. Come back up again. And take a few steps. Move and observe how it feels. Yeah, we're getting there. Now I feel like I want to do something for my elbow, which we are going to do now. You take, place your right hand onto your right shoulder or the right trap. Take with your left hand the right elbow and grab it tight and firmly, like really strong grip, and turn it outwards. And it's important to keep this pressure and the torque throughout the whole maneuver, because we want to pin the fascia with a tight grip, and we want to lock it into that torque so that we can direct the pressure. And now engage your spinal pelvic lock and start breathing and moving, and observe which movement feels beneficial, or where do you have the greatest restriction? Where do you want to stay a little bit and work with your breath? For me, it's like this, for example. Play around and you'll find the sweet spot, and it might be different every time you do the maneuver. All right. Next maneuver is the overhead elbow torque. It's the same principle, but we are going over our head with the whole system, arm system. All right. Hip wide stand, engage your spinal pelvic lock, hand to the trap. Now, grab your elbow firmly, like really tight, and twist outwards. And lift both arms over your head, and you might notice that it's way easier for me on this side. Bend over to your left and enjoy the stretch. You can start breathing here. Or if you want to enhance the movement, step back with your right foot behind your left foot and arch even more, like this. You will notice the difference. This one is working more with the front side. The other position is working more with the back side of your lungs, your upper body, your rib cage. Now come back to center. Unwind. Woo, and enjoy. Yep. That feels good to my elbow. Now we are doing our last maneuver for the arms, and then we are going to the organs. But first, last time maneuver for the arm, for the right arm. Grab as much tissue as you can and as close to the armpit as you can with your left hand and turn it outwards. Like this. Grab it and hold it, like you just hold the elbow torque. Now, your arm turns inwards. You can imagine you are turning the bones in the flesh. Now, the shoulder of the right arm is pulling upward, and my hand is pulling downward. We engage the spinal pelvic lock and start to find the position you feel like you're restricted most, or you're loving the most for today. With this side, for example, I like that position very much. And I wanted to show you the competition position, I call it. You can also like stick out the butt going backward, shoulder going to the front, and almost like if these two had a competition. And now breathe and don't let go of the tissue at your arm. Wonderful. Ooh, come back up. Yeah, now it's equally balloony in my torso and in my arms. This is a very good prerequisite. How do you say that? This is a very good place to start for our organ maneuvers. We will have the psoas release, we will have the belly button torque, the solar plexus torque, and the bladder torque. Now, the psoas is running, this is a muscle, and the fascia is running kind of like this through our body, but really in between the body. And to address this structure, you look for your belly button and for your frontal spine. This is the bone here, and right in the middle of the line of these two markers, you are going to place your fingers and push in and push hard, and use your finger. You don't use the nails. In German, it's the finger berry. I'm not sure how you say it in English. The finger balls. Use the finger balls to find a tight spot. Sometimes it really hurts, and then you are on a very good spot. So here I can feel it. Also, here you can find a structure called the iliosacral valve, which is the connection between the two kind of now I'm missing the English word. Well, but there's a valve, and this often very on the right hand side, this very often gets stuck. Now that you positioned your fingers and you're really pushing hard into the tissue, imagine you are like shoveling the tissue upwards, like in and up, like pulling, as if you want to tear almost the skin. You won't tear it, but this is the idea you can have. So find your spot, press in like really deep, find the spot that hurts, and then you, or is tense, doesn't need to hurt, but or is tense or tight. And then do this shuffling movement. Lean back. And now you are stepping back with your left foot behind. And you feel this nice stretch. It's wonderful. Already now it's wonderful. And now we enhance it by breathing. Breathe. And if you lose grip, just bend forwards, re-grip, shuffle up, and go back. You can do this way longer than 6 times. It's super beneficial. It's beneficial for your lower back. It's beneficial for your kidneys. It's beneficial for the hip, because there's so many structures are addressed here. And if you're getting pressure change into that area, it's just, wow, I love it. Now let's go to the left side. Same procedure. Find the middle between the belly button and this bone here, this pelvic bone. And right in the middle of these two, you push in with your finger balls. Find this tight spot. And once you found it, shuffle up, like you want to tear the skin. Tear the skin at this point. You won't tear, but this is the idea. And once you've got it, step back with your right foot behind, lean back, and breathe. I love it that much. I want to stay here, but we are continuing. I'm coming back. Yep. This one works a lot with my back. I can feel it like, on my back. Now let's go to the belly button. The basic idea is similar, but we only do it one-handed, and the other hand we are placing on the direct opposite side on our spine. So for the belly button, we take our right hand and push in deeply. For some people, this might also hurt or be not too comfortable, but if it's not comfortable, just go for it. It's a clear sign that your body needs it. You can do it like me with a shirt, or you can also do it on the bare skin. Just push into, and then turn. Give it a torque, the whole fascia, like a thumbs up. The right hand goes up. Now, push in, thumbs up, and with your left hand, you are doing exactly the opposite on your spine, like turning in the other direction and keeping up a torque in the center of your body. Enjoy already. This is very beneficial. And now breathe 6 times. Very good. If you take walks in between the maneuvers, also in between these organ maneuvers, you will notice how things loosen up, how you how you are moving more when you're walking, it's like the fluids can move more easily in your body, and you can tell by when you observe it. Now let's go to the solar plexus torque. When you grab below your rib cage where the ribs meet, there's this spot which is kind of tender. And we do the same movement. You take again your right hand, press into that spot right below your xiphoid here, and turn, give it a torque, and do the same thing directly on the opposite, but into the other direction, like this. Turn on your spine. And once you hold this torque, you've got it. Breathe. And release. Sometimes, or for some people, this will cause slightly nausea or like an awkward feeling, which is completely normal because here is a huge complex of nerves. That's why it's called solar plexus, solar like a sun. So many nerves like going out, spreading like a sun. So if you're doing this maneuver, it may cause reactions. Okay, our last maneuver for today is the bladder torque. It's again following the same idea, the same system. You can find your bladder by searching your pubic bone. This is the bone like below here. And once you've got the bone, just the bladder is just right behind this bone. And again, there's been too much cloth, sorry. Okay, we are looking for the bone. And once you've got it, just right behind the bone, a little bit above from the bone, we are doing exactly the same like we did before. Just press in firmly and torque. Thumb goes up with your right hand. Keep that turning motion. It's not a motion. Keep that torque, and place your left hand on your sacrum and turn in the other direction, like this. And now you've got a torque that goes through your body on this level. Keep it and breathe. And release. You can do these organ maneuvers, the psoas release, the belly button torque, solar plexus torque, and bladder torque, also just in one session. You do not have to do all the maneuvers we covered today. Just take the maneuvers you like or you feel like doing today. Especially the maneuvers for the organs you can also do in bed, for example, laying down. It's very nice also. I hope you had a great time and see you in next class.